In previous video we learned that all numbers starting from 1, 2, 3, 4 is natural number. If we add 0 also here, we call it whole number. And if we are adding negative of these numbers also, say -1, -2, -3, then these are negative integers and these are positive integers. So this is the way you can represent numbers in number line. This is our number line. And in the number line we are representing 1, 2, 3, 4 natural numbers here. 0 it's part of whole number, and including -1, -2, -3, all these becomes integers. So three things you can see that easily where it's exists in number line, where it is natural numbers, whole numbers and integers. Now the other thing is that rational number, where the rational number is in this number line. Say for example we have 0 and 1. So anything in between is in fraction. Suppose we are taking middle of 0 and 1. So it is 1/2. This is one fraction. And this is rational number. Of course 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3, all these are our rational number. But all the fractional number also are part of rational number. And how we can represent those numbers here? There are two ways in which we can represent all the rational numbers on number line. So first method is make denominator equal or better in multiple of 10. Suppose we have number 1 and 2. So if we divide 1 by 10 and multiply by 10, and similarly if 2 also we divide and multiply by 10, then two numbers become 10/10 and here 20/10. Now keeping the denominator same, we can easily find here that the numbers in between these numbers are 11/10, 12/10, 13/10. And why this will be between these two? So that you can find from here. So suppose we have 0 and 1, there are two numbers and we have to find, suppose we are going to divide this into 3 parts. So the number will become 1/3, this will be 2/3 and the third will be 3/3, that is equal to 1. And in any rational number, the first part represents what is the number, so what we are going to divide, and the second part represents in how many parts we are going to divide. So 1/3 for example represents that we have 1 and 1 we are going to divide into 3 parts. So here it is 0, here 1, we have divided this whole part into 3 and the first one is 1/3. And the same way second is 2/3 and 3/3, which is nothing but 1. So in the same way we can say that 10/10, if we increase that denominator 11/10 or 12/10 or 13/10 until 20/10, it's going to be all between 10/10 and 20/10. In this way we can represent two rational number or n number of, in this way we can represent n number of rational numbers between any two rational numbers. Now suppose we have 11/10 and 12/10 and we have to represent numbers between these two numbers. In this case again we can multiply with 10 both up and down, or we can multiply with 100 or thousands. Say for example I am multiplying with 100. So 11 into 100 by 10 into 100. So it becomes 1100 by 1000. Similarly the second number will become 1200 by 1000. Now you can see that denominator is same here, 1000 and 1000, and numerator is 1100 and 1200. In between how many numbers we can easily get? 1101, 1102. Similarly 1105 by 1000. All these are numbers between these two numbers. And again further, if you want to find rational numbers between these two numbers, again you multiply denominator and numerator with 10 or 100 or even 1000, and then again you can get n numbers of numbers. You can see it's easy to find rational numbers between two numbers. Second method is that we can find the mean of two numbers, and the mean will definitely come in between that, and that will be again one rational number. Suppose we have number 0 and 1. So how we can find the mean? It's 0 plus 1 divided by 2, but 1 by 2, that is nothing but in between of 0 and 1. So here it's 0 and 1, in between somewhere it is 1 by 2. So it's again rational number between 0 and 1. Further, between 0 and 1 by 2, we can again find one mean, that will be 1 by 4, and this is again one rational numbers. Again between 0 and 1 by 4, we can find one mean. So no matter what two numbers, two rational numbers we have, we can always find one mean for that, and that will be rational number. So that shows that there are n numbers of rational numbers, infinite numbers of rational numbers between any two given numbers. These are the two simple methods. We can find rational numbers between any two numbers, and you have seen that in number line how and where we represent natural numbers, whole number, and integers, and also rational numbers. If you have any question or comment, or you want to add something to this video, please comment, and definitely I will try to reply as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Keep learning.